Yo, what's up guys? So in this video we're gonna be talking about the most depressing bug in TDS, and the bug that has existed in TDS for I think over a year now, and it is none other than rate of fire bug. And it is just killing towers, literally making towers useless. So the best example that we're looking at is the accelerator. Accelerator is supposed to do around 400 DPS if the rate of fire did not exist. So basically, to explain to you guys what rate of fire bug is all about, every single tower shoots at a certain rate. So for example, let's say a minigunner is supposed to shoot, let's say 60 bullets per 10 seconds or whatever. So it's basically how fast your tower can shoot, right? Now, in the example of accelerator, it's supposed to have a rate of fire of 0.05. That is insanely fast. That's super fast, right? But the bug makes it so that the rate of fire isn't 0.05, but it's more like 0.1 something, which is a huge difference, right? The rate of fire bug is non-existent for much more slowly attacking towers such as outlaws. But if the rate of fire is very low, if it's below like 0.1 something, it's gonna be 0.1 something, no matter what the rate of fire of the tower actually is. So when we're taking a look at accelerator, I'm going to show you guys a clip. This is a recorded footage, and this is gonna start at around 1 minute and 17 seconds left game time. So if you guys take a look at here, there's 1 minute and 18 seconds left. So we're basically gonna start here. This is basically the time at which the accelerator barely starts attacking. Right, so it shoots for about, I think, about 10 seconds or so. And then we're just gonna fast forward to 103. And then 103 is basically when the tower barely starts to attack again. So that's a whole cycle for the accelerator, because the accelerator cycle is charge, attack, charge, attack. So the clip that I showed you is basically attack, charge, that one cycle, right? Because the next thing that, you know, the accelerator is obviously going to do is attack again after charging. So I showed you a full cycle. Now, the starting damage for this tower was 9,249. And the final damage is 10,600. It's actually supposed to be 650. Right? But that amount of damage was accumulated over a period of about 14 seconds. And if we actually do the math, the accelerator was able to do around 1400 damage in a span of 14 seconds, which gives us about 100 DPS. So it goes from 400 DPS to 100. Like, bruh. Really? This is also one of the reasons, you know, I was not able to duo Triumph hardcore. If the rate of fire bug did not exist, like, we were so close on some attempts when I was trying to duo hardcore, and I think it is still possible if the boss gets stuck at the bridge. But this is one of the biggest reasons why this is this is beyond game breaking. It's just literally just a waste of time to do certain attempts, you know, like duo hardcore, for example, because this rate of fire bug is just insanely dumb. Like, there's no counterplay to it, except obviously if the devs were to fix it. And I think they were supposed to have fixed it by now, but you know, it clearly still exists, as you know, shown by what I just showed you guys. So this is just beyond dumb. And this is honestly so sad, because imagine like 400 DPS tower to 100 DPS. That is just so sad. And you guys could easily test out the bug yourself. You guys could check the starting damage and the final damage and how long it took that tower to get to that damage, you know, and basically, you know, do simple math. But, you know, the whole point of this video is to show that every single fast attacking tower is going to be affected by it. Especially the higher the DPS of that tower, the more it's going to be affected. So accelerator went from 400 to 100. Like, that is just insane, right? Whereas towers like Outlaws will probably not be affected by it, just because the fire rate is really slow on Outlaw, and so it's really not going to be affected. Now, when it comes to this bug, there are a couple ways of fixing it. If it's easy to fix the rate of fire bug without changing stats, that's the best solution. Just actually fixing this dumb bug, right? The second solution is to just buff every single tower's damage, like the tower that is affected by the rate of fire bug, so that its actual DPS is similar to what it originally should be. So for example, Accelerator should be 400 DPS, right? But its actual DPS is around 100. So to make up for that, make the damage, not the rate of fire, the damage much higher so that its actual DPS is close to the DPS that it should be on paper. And that is basically the same as making the rate of fire the minimum that Roblox allows, or whatever, you know, whatever the problem actually is. So if the minimum rate of fire that the game can actually process is 0.1, make the rate of fire 0.1 for every single tower whose rate of fire is faster than that, so below 0.1, but then instead buff the damage. Like, that is the easiest solution. Like, it's so easy, right? So that way you're not really buffing the tower whatsoever. I mean, if anything, we're playing with underpowered towers because of this rate of fire bug. So if the rate of fire for the tower whose rate of fire is currently below 0.1, and if you make it 0.1 and buff the damage to compensate for it, you have the exact same tower, except the rate of fire bug isn't there anymore. Like, it's honestly the easiest solution unless you know how to fix like the core of the problem, right? But like, I think the second is much faster just because you literally just fix the numbers. That's it. But yeah, as I said, this is just a very game-breaking bug. Like, this is just very dumb, very depressing, because so much time can be wasted trying to do something, but then you can't because of this dumb bug. So hopefully it gets fixed soon. Again, like the solution that I presented, which is just literally fixing the numbers, making the, like, it's not even gonna take a lot of time for the devs. So hopefully they really change it for the better, because everyone is affected by it negatively. And with that said, I hope you guys liked the video, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.